Hey guys, so as you can see, today we're not going for a typical Valentine's Day look. I was doing some research, and then this is how this video is going to be different from all my others, is I'm actually going to give you some facts about Valentine's Day. The origin of Valentine's Day goes back to a pagan fertility festival type of thing called Lupercalia. In an attempt to Christianize this pagan festival, the church kind of baptized mid-February as St. Valentine's Day. But who is St. Valentine's? We celebrate his holiday. We don't really know who he is. We know who St. Francis is, who St. Joan of Arc is. We even know who St. West is. But yeah, the truth is that there were more than one St. Valentine that were pronounced saints for the time being. But one of them, the one that I'm gonna talk about today, he was actually imprisoned and sentenced to death because he was secretly marrying young couples in the time of Emperor Claudius II, whatever time that was. And St. Claudius II believed that single men made better soldiers, so he put a law into place where young men couldn't get married, and St. Valentine's, at least the one I'm talking about, he would secretly marry them. So eventually he got caught and he got into a lot of trouble, and rumor has it that on the day of his sentence, it was a February 14th, and he fell in love with his prisoner's daughters. On the day of his sentence, he wrote her a letter and he signed it, "Your Valentine." So you kind of see where this is going now, how this is all falling into place. It took until the 1300s for St. Valentine's to begin, St. Valentine's Day, to begin its actual transformation into what we know it today, all love and candy and hearts and all of that mushy stuff. Back then, people believed that February 14th marked the first day of mating seasons for birds. It's said that the first Valentine's Day letter dates back to the 15th century. That is a long time ago. But by the 17th century, Britain had established it as a ritual. They had established the tradition of actually exchanging letters or cards. I don't know if you can make the connection, but who were the main people who kind of took over and discovered America? Well, Europeans, right? And among Europeans were Britons. So can you make the connection? Can you see how a tradition from Britain kind of went overseas to the United States? The first mass production of Valentine's Day card happened in the 1840s. It's really cool to think that that tradition goes way back. But anyway, we turned it into something completely different. We so extra. For real, we're so extra. And today, an average of 1 billion cards are sent each year. More than 35 million heart chocolate boxes are sold on Valentine's Day, or around the day. And more than 220 million flowers are produced for Valentine's Day. So tell me we ain't extra. Every year, on average, Americans spend $20 billion on Valentine's Day. And you see how people could actually end up broke the weekend after. I don't know. I don't want no chocolates. I'm on a diet, honey. Please, the best gift you could give me is a protein shake. And it is also said that 6 million couples are likely to get engaged on February 14th. Don't do it. Do not. If they propose to you, tell them to wait till next week, because then, God forbid, something doesn't work out. Your Valentine's Day is going to be tainted forever. So those were some fun facts about Valentine's Day. I kind of wanted to do something different since I know I'm already going to get accused of copying another makeup guru's idea. But without any further ado, let's get into this look. But before we get into this look, Don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, let me stop rambling and let's get into this look. So first we want to prime the face, and I'm using the NYX Angel Veil as usual. Shake this well before you use it. I always forget to mention that. And also this is only really necessary in the T-zone. Next, we're going to go in with the Naked Skin Color Corrector and only apply this where you have any darkness. I cannot stress this enough. When you blend it out, also try to blend out within the parts where it's dark. Now I'm going to place a few drops of my Custom Enhancer drops by Cover FX, and this one is in the shade Celestial. The reason why I like to do this, especially before foundation, is because in this season I usually tend to get very dry, and so this kind of gives me a more dewy, more healthy kind of glow from within. As usual, right now I'm just gonna go in with my foundation, and today I'm using the Loreal Pro Matte. Usual technique, I put a little bit on the back of my hand with the beauty blender, I dot it on my face. The only different thing that I'm doing this time is that since I'm trying this new kind of hack with the Custom Enhancer drops, I'm trying to focus the foundation more on the lower side of my face, like my lower half, and then blending upward. That way I don't have so much coverage up there, so that the Custom Enhancer drops has a chance to shine through. To highlight my face, I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Master Conceal and the Urban Decay 24/7 Concealer Pencil. This has been like my go-to combo for like a month. Lately, I haven't been really into the whole bright, shine bright like a diamond highlight. To set my under eye, I'll be using my Mercier translucent powder, and I'm gonna actually pack quite a bit of that product under my eye, just because I know that the products that I'm gonna use for my eyeshadows, they tend to have a bit of fallout, and that way it doesn't get as messy under there. So today for the eyes, the only palette that we're going to be using is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. The first shade that I'm going to use is Golden Ochre, and I'm applying this color with my Morphe M504 brush. I'm just taking a little bit of that color, tapping off the excess, and applying it from the crease all the way up to my brow bone. The next shade that I'm using is Real Gar, or however you say that. And the brushes that I'm using to apply this shade is the brush that comes in the palette and the Morphe M505 brush. I use these brushes interchangeably, really no rhyme or reason to it. But as you can see here, I'm placing this color right above the previous shade, except that I'm not taking it all the way up to the brow bone. I just want to create kind of like a smooth transition between the two colors. With whatever color is already left on the brush, you want to start winging the eyeshadow out beyond the end of your eyebrow, just so that you can create that really catty kind of shape to the eye. To continue intensifying this look, I'm going to go in with the shade Red Ochre and my Morphe M517 brush. To create some contrast, we're going to give this look a little pop of color with the shade Love Letter, and I'm applying this with my Morphe M433 brush. We have to place this shade on the outer corner as well, basically repeating the previous step. With any color that's remaining on the brush, you kind of want to sweep the brush into the inner corner along the crease and back out, almost like in windshield wiper motions. And then also you want to take a little bit more of that color and place it almost on the outer half of the eye, of the eyelid, my bad. and make sure that everything is blended out, wing it out like the previous shades beyond the tail of the brow. As you can see here, I'm applying the next shade, Mercier, with my ring finger, and I'm basically putting this on the inner half of my eye and blending it outward to the purple that we have already applied. I don't know, but to me this kind of creates like an easy transition between the two colors. And then, as you can see here, I'm taking the same brush that we used before with the shade Love Letter, and I'm kind of darkening the outer corner of my eyes, because even though I do want the two colors to blend together, once we hit the purple, I kind of want the purple to get darker and darker as we go out towards the wing. Now I'm just brushing away the excess translucent powder that we placed earlier on in the look, and now with a fluffy brush, I'm taking the shade Real Gar and running that under my eye. And then with the same brush, I just go in and take the shade Love Letter, like coming down a little bit under the first shade. Then with a more stiff pencil brush, here I'm using, I believe, the E36 by Morphe. I'm gonna take some of the Mercier shade and apply that on the inner half of my under eye. And so here I'm just taking my Hoola bronzer by Benefit Cosmetics, and with an angled blush brush, I'm running this through the hollows of my cheeks and the highest points of my forehead, and anywhere that I want there to be some type of shadow. I'm taking a fan brush and I'm gonna go in with my Becca Cosmetics Champaign Pop highlighter. And for my blush today, I'm using the blush Flower Child that comes in the split pan together with Champagne Pop. Now that the face is all done, all that's left to do really is the lips. And so here I'm using my MAC Cosmetics Viva Glam 3, and I'm just trying the best I can to apply that on like the outer edges of my mouth to kind of create an ombre look. And then on the inner half, like on the center of my lips, I'm using the Sephora Lip Stain in the shade 01. And I'm just kind of smacking my lips together and kind of customizing it to where I'm happy with the color that I get. After cleaning up the wing, I went ahead and put on some falsies, and I went and kind of did a little bit of an eyeliner on my waterline and applied mascara. So yeah guys, this is the final look. I really do hope you like it. Like I said, it is not a typical Valentine's Day look, more of like a Valentine's Day meets Halloween type of thing. So if anybody has the courage to do this look for Valentine's Day, don't forget to post the picture and tag me on it. My social media links will be listed down below. And yeah guys, until next time.